Hello, this is Sharon, and today we'll be talking about how to make your very own Italian-inspired sandwich. So, a few things about me. I love a sandwich. I love the many ways you could go about it, from the protein you put in it, to the veggies that you put on it, and the bread that you use. Second thing, I get inspired by the food that other people eat. And when I look at a person's food and I look at it and I think, man, I wish I was eating that right now. That was my experience when watching 17's variety show where they went to Italy. It's called Nanator, Nanator. Third thing about me, I love 17. I'm a fan, one would say. I'm a fan, and they went to Italy, and I've always wanted to go to Italy for many reasons, for their food, rich history, architecture, just so many things. So when they went to Italy, and it was one of the first days, they had stayed there. They woke up one day. I'll show a picture of what it was like for them. They woke up one day, and for breakfast, they just walked down to the deli and had sandwiches for breakfast. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like my ideal day. So I'll try to keep this short. It's really nothing to it. It's just about the ingredients that you're going to put into the sandwich and I guess some minor details about how I put it together. And honestly, I just kind of like explaining the inspiration for why I do things. It just made sense to me. Cravings for specific sandwiches, wanting to travel, seeing other people travel, and seeing other people eat what I want to eat. So I think that's about time we get started, because it's really not that hard. So for this recipe, you're going to want some prosciutto, some salami, some fresh mozzarella, some black olives, pickled red bell peppers, and grilled white or yellow onions or raw red onions, and ciabatta bread. So for your mozzarella, preferably it should be soft. If you can find some fresh mozzarella, I found mine in this tub of olive oil. That's just how it came like, so I'm assuming that's how you keep it fresh. And with that fresh mozzarella, I'm just slicing them into more flat pieces so I can spread them evenly across my sandwich. And what you can do while you're setting up your ingredients, you can butter your ciabatta bread. I guess that's another ingredient you would need is butter to toast your ciabatta bread. It just kind of elevates it, in my opinion. It makes it warm and kind of balances those temperatures between the cold cut meats and your bread. So you don't really need to do any real cooking, like I said. You're just buttering your bread on like a pan or something, heating that up. And then another thing that you might want to cook is your onions. I personally like to cook my onions if they're like white or yellow onions, but if you, for example, have red onions, then I don't think you have to cook them. That's just something that I've noticed in my experience. And of course, with the meat and the other ingredients, it's up to your taste how much prosciutto you put, how much salami you put. It's all up to your preferences with the ratio that you put it in. But in terms of the order, I guess that always makes sense to me in making the sandwich is I think, prosciutto first, then the salami on top, then the red bell peppers. With the red bell peppers, it's not spicy, if that's what you're wondering. It kind of gives that like same feel of what pizza would taste like, especially with the black olives, which I just found from a small can, and I made sure to make it small because I don't want any food waste. But the feedback that I got back from the people who did eat this, that I shared this with, they said it kind of reminded them of pizza. So if maybe you don't have the time to make pizza, this might be an easier option. But yeah, the toasted bread with butter, then the prosciutto, salami, red bell peppers, black olives, and then those cooked grilled white or yellow onions or raw red onions. I think both would be fine and yummy. With those pickled red bell peppers, I find that I've really liked the roasted ones. I just found a jar of them, a small jar of them, and if you have any leftover, you could probably use them to either make like a sandwich for somebody else or keep them because they hold a lot of flavor along with the olives. But it's all up to your preference, like I said. Remember, that's the beauty of sandwiches. You hold the freedom of what you put in it. And by this point, I'm pretty sure I'm done, ready for serving, plating, sharing. And when you're done, you should have something a little like this, minus the chicken drumstick. If anyone knows me, these are my two favorite foods, chicken and sandwiches. Bro, if you give me chicken and a sandwich, I'll probably be a happy camper. But I'm hoping to upload this by the time of Valentine's Day. What that might mean to you might be different for somebody else. Whether you're sharing this for yourself, with a partner, with friends, just all very valid. I personally don't know what my plans are this Valentine's Day. I would like to make a cake. And that's kind of my way of loving myself, is doing what I love. So if you made it this far in the video, you could share, if you would like, what your plans are for Valentine's Day. Or don't, it's also okay to not have plans, because you know what? There's nothing like that 365 day a year love, whether that's for yourself, and whoever you're sharing it with. Nothing like it. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I get my own TED Talk. Well, if you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. I realized kind of halfway into the making this that I probably didn't need to make a video about it, but there's nothing like yapping about what I like doing. So until next time, please stay safe and take care.